Okay, so I'm going to fire on now, and we're going to be having our first speaker come on board now, and I believe she's ready for us. So let's listen to her
Oluwatobi
bio.
Fasunloro is a results-driven certified project manager and an assistant administrator with a multifaceted background. She brings a unique blend of expertise in project management, event planning, sourcing, and administrative leadership. She is the founder of Oak Sage Global Resources, a full event management, sourcing, and general merchandise company based in Lagos, Nigeria. She holds a master's degree in business administration from the University of Lagos, Nigeria, and a BSc in marine biology. She is also the founder of Go Kids Children Fellowship, where she is committed to cultivating moral and godly values in young minds. Go Kids Children Fellowship is a statement to a dedication to community and character development. She belongs to the Chartered Institute of Administration as a member and is also a member of Women in Management, Business and Public Service, WIMBIZ. She is the second vice president of Okpolo Ati Ewa. As a key member of this Women Empowerment Initiative, she contributes to fostering positive changes and empowerment within the society. Oluwatobi is known for her strong leadership skills, adaptability, and attention to detail. She navigates complex challenges with ease. She is committed to continuous learning, staying abreast of industry trends, and leveraging her skills to contribute to the success of projects and initiatives. With a heart for community service and a passion for fostering positive change, she is excited about the opportunity to bring her skills and experiences to contribute to meaningful projects and initiatives, making a lasting impact on both professional and community landscapes. She is a great lover of God, married with 3 beautiful children. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Oluwatobi Fasunloro.
You're welcome, ma. You are welcome. You have the floor. You have the floor, ma. Please let's in the chat just say you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome as she takes over the mic. Please you can unmute your mic now. I already have you have access to speak.
Yes. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, we can. We can hear you loud and clear, ma. You are welcome.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me here. I am so grateful and excited at the same time. Thank you, Esther. What you're doing is amazing. I mean, this is great. I wish I had this in uni days. This is really great, and I hope that you get all your flowers. I really do. I also want to say thank you to all the speakers. I mean, I breezed in on Friday. I heard you, and it was awesome. I was here yesterday as well. I listened to Mrs. Bukola. I listened to Charles, and awesome. It was awesome. I must say that I am jealous of this participant because, man, you guys are loaded.
Yeah,
What went on yesterday was awesome. And I also want to thank everybody that is here today. Look, one of the greatest investments is investing in yourself. And another great investment is investing in knowledge. And for you to be here means that you think that you are worth it. It means that you think highly of yourself, and it's awesome. So please pat yourself on the back, tell yourself I do well. This is awesome. Thank you all for being here. I mean, you could have been anywhere else, but you're here today, and I want to say thank you for being here. When you attend conferences like this, I don't want you to just come maybe because Esther is your friend or somebody dragged you here. Whenever you are here, know that it's not a coincidence. There are no coincidences in this world. So if you are here, it's because you are meant to be here. And when you attend conferences like this, there are 2 things you need to really take note of. Things you need to stop doing and things that you need to start doing. We've always heard this word, always be a doer, not just a hearer. So please, for every nugget, every point that resonates with you, even the one you don't, that doesn't make sense yet, write it down. Sometime down the line, it will make sense and you will run with it. You also need to know that I believe the people that are here are students. Either you're an aspiring student, either you're already a student, or you're a fresh graduate. You need to know that you really do not have to wait till school is over in order to start making meaningful things out of your life. As a matter of fact, some of the courses that you're studying now might not be relevant in the next 5 years. So please, now is the time to start looking for other things that you can do, opening your mind to the possibilities that are out there for you to do. I studied marine biology, as you heard from my from my intro. Funny enough, I work at a marine, so I have a 9 to 5. Aside being a very seasoned event planner, I've been in the business for 10 years. I also study marine biology and I work for a marine consulting firm. Trust me, they have nothing in common. I studied marine biology, but I'm working in a marine engineering where I work as a project manager there. So in life, you some of us might accidentally find our purpose. Some people, maybe it's what you are reading right now that is even your purpose. However, just be flexible and let your heart be open, right? So I have been charged to talk about self-discovery, purpose, impact, and I know you've learned about, sustaining a career, preparing for life after school, and all of this. And to truly do this, you need to understand that these three concepts really are deeply interconnected. They relate to us understanding who we are, what we want to achieve, and how we can influence the world around us. Like I said, nobody is here. Like, there are no coincidence, to be honest. There are no coincidence. You are here because you need to be here. And I want you to know that mommy and daddy did not come together because they thought, oh, it was time to have a child. Let's have a child. Let me give birth and everything. The fact that you're on this earth means that there's something that you're meant to do. I must tell you in advance, some of the things you will hear me say are things that you have heard before. Some might be a reminder for you. Some it might be, okay, maybe I'm just hearing it for the first time, but a lot of things you might have heard before. And when something keeps coming to you over and over again, know that there is something there. Pay attention to it, right? So you are here because there is something you have been fashioned to come and do. God saw, okay, there's something. I need more people in the architectural industry. Let me send Bolu there. I need more people in the makeup industry. Let me send somebody there. And then they sent you. So you have been fashioned in such a way that you are here to solve a problem. You carry light, and I want you to know that. Say to yourself that I carry light and I must shine. So we have all been here. We were all here because God has programmed it that way. And we need to understand something about life, that life is such that we are all interdependent. Nobody is born to um walk the streets of life alone, be in darkness, be confused and everything. God has put everything in such a way that you really have no excuse. To be honest, you have no excuse. So and that's why the topic self-discovery is very important, because for you to start even to know your purpose, to start making impact, the very first step is even you knowing who you are in the first place. Please, can we hear me? I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, we can hear you, ma.
All right, awesome. So one of the first thing is that you need to know who you are. You need to know that there's something about you that is worth exploring. It is important that you know that. And when it comes to self-discovery, the purpose really is for you to be aware of who you are. when you start the journey of self-discovery, it awakens your mind to be aware that there's more to your existence than just breathing. There's more to you than just being the son of Mrs. Lagbaja and Mr. Lagbaja. There's more to you than just being a student and all of that. So it is a stage where you begin to recognize the problem that you're meant to solve, and then how you might not even know how, but you just keep sensing things about yourself. So self-discovery, if I would define it, is the process of you, gaining a deeper understanding of who you are. It involves you exploring things like your values, your interests, your strength, your weaknesses, your passion, and even your fears. So it's a journey of you getting to know yourself better. And it's often done by you reflecting on your experiences and experimenting on new things. So as a student, as a human being, the importance of self-discovery really is for you to know yourself. What are your strengths? I remember this topic of purpose really hit me after I left school. I was in NYSC, I served in Bayelsa, and I cried so much because I didn't want to be there. I really wanted to be out of Lagos because I schooled in Lagos all my life. But then I was like, when I saw Bayelsa, I said, like, where's that place? And then for some insane reason, they took me to where it will take you 1 hour on boat for you to get to that village. So you can imagine my horror and terror. I was, but one of the good things that I think God was doing for me was giving me a form of retreat to go and really discover myself. So I went to Bayelsa and I started reading. I started, I was very inclined with people like Miles Monroe. I was listening to John Maxwell. I was reading the book. And one of the books that I read on John Maxwell was him talking about, us learning about our strengths and weaknesses, what are the threats that we know, and all of that. And one of the things that I did, and I would advise that you also do, is that you go to people because in life when you look at yourself, you can't see all of it. There are blind spots that you don't know. Yes, you would take your own list, write it down, do a thorough examination about yourself. But then you still need to go to people that you hold their um their opinion in high esteem, right? Go to them and ask. So what I did was, I just, please, what are the good things about me and the not so good things about me? And I had, people give, oh, that was when I started seeing, oh, it's true. This thing that I thought, okay. So some people said, oh, you're such a perfectionist. So I'm like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? A lot of people just said different things. And that's what self-discovery does for you. It helps you to have a deep understanding of yourself. So one of the things that this really did for me is to be able to, okay, all of these good things that they've said about me, how can I keep it up? How can I keep going with it? And all of these not so nice things that they've said about me, how can I work on them and become better? Because when you start self-discovery, yeah, one of the things that you should be able to achieve from self-discovery is to be able to start taking some decisions and start taking some actions. Self-discovery will help you to make new friends, discard some friends that do not align with your values. Self-discovery will help you to join new communities, seek mentors. It will help you have just start making decisions that you are not coming from a place of understanding that, oh, this is where I'm going to. I can't be doing this. I can't be doing that. When I began to really learn about myself, and this was from going out of school into NYSC and starting a job, truly, I now discovered that some things that I now realized why some things, because I now, when you carry light, if they tell you that you are the queen of let me say UK now. If they tell you that you are the queen of UK, you not be a runs girl. I hope you know that. You not be a runs girl. You not follow them to. If they say you be you be the president of so place, you not follow them to do Yahoo. Okay, where is the echo coming from? I hope it's not from me. It's not from me. Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, so self-discovery really helps you to start knowing who you are really, and then working on the things that you need to work on. When I started discovering myself, I realized that I just, sometimes when you're in school, you want to follow everybody, you just want to be, all out there. I was a very sound student when I was in school. And at the same time, they'll tell you, if you ask anybody, I used to be Adamsi. I was Adamsi. Oh, she was one of those brilliant people. But then she also liked to enjoy herself. But then, there are some things that you do that you just be like, oh, this is not me. This is not me. But I didn't understand it until I started taking the exercise of self-discovery that, this is not me. So I will follow them to club and all of that. But I'll be sleeping there. I'm one of those, if I've ever been to club, I see people sleeping. Maybe it's me you saw those years. It did not just align with me. And then that was when I started cutting away from those, sort of friends and all of that. So when you do deep self-discovery, truly, you will cut off some friends. You start making new decisions. You will start thinking highly of yourself. Another importance of self-discovery is that it helps you explore your interests. So you want to know what your passion is, and it gives you your passion, your interest, and these are clues to your purpose, right? So you begin to say, oh, so this is why I like biology this much. This is why I'm interested in philosophy. This is why this is why that, this is why I did this, this is why I do that. You begin to look at the things that you enjoy learning about or doing in your free time. So when you do deep self-discovery, you explore all of these things, and then it helps you to now make informed decisions about your life. So when you engage in diverse activities from no sorry, when you begin to do self-discovery. Sorry, I'm being distracted by something. Let me just check. I hope it's not. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So with self-discovery, you now know what to start doing with your life, really. And then in the journey of self-discovery really talks about you doing a lot of reflection and introspection, like I've mentioned before. So you take daily time regularly to reflect on your experiences. And that's where it's important for you to do journaling, meditation, self-assessment of yourself, and how you can, because all of this will help you process your thoughts and your feelings and really lead you to deeper self-awareness. Do you understand? So all of this will help you will guide your decisions and your actions. Is in self-discovery you really list out your values. I remember
I'm
listening
sorry to interrupt. Your voice is a bit low. I think some people are struggling to hear.
okay, let me increase my volume from my end. Is it better?
Yes, I think it is.
All right, so okay, thank you. Okay, hold on.
Okay, they are saying that there's an echo. Although I can't hear the echo though, but some people said that there's an echo.
Okay, I'm using my laptop. Maybe I should switch to my phone. uh Okay,
Okay.
let me switch to my phone. Let me see if that will work. Please excuse the. Okay. Okay, so let me. Are we together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please let me just know if the echo continues, then I will know that. Okay. So is it better? Any echoes?
Yes, it's
Okay,
better now.
fantastic. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. So, I was talking about self discovery. And once the more you discover yourself, the more it's easier for you to find your purpose and for you to start really making impact. And I want you to also know that self discovery is an ongoing process. You really don't say, I've arrived and I know myself. This is why. Because you will go through different phases in life that will now begin to, change things about your life. So it is important for you to know that it's an ongoing process. And knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdoms, to be honest. It's the beginning of all wisdoms. When you define, and it defines what. So in self-discovery, right? I remember listening to Dr. Ebukun Woshika. So I think she was talking around purpose and all of that. And then she was saying how it's important that. So this is taking me to, in self-discovery, you need to also define some things now before you start making it in life. If you have not made it, we're all in the process, right? She said something that was very striking to me, that you need to define your values now. There are some things that you should not be able to bend from, even when you blow. Even though a wise man will always say, don't blow, grow. She said that when she started her business, that two things that she said she wasn't going to do. Number one, sleep with men for money. And number two is bribe anybody. And that has, informed that. Imagine how small her business was. And now she's now running a big business that, she talked about how our goods were stuck on the sea, and the only thing that really she could have done in order for for things to move was for her to pay some price, but she did not. And then somehow God made a way. So for now, I want you to define what success means to you in your journey of self-discovery. Define what success means to you now. And I hope you know that your own success is not another person's success. Define what riches, wealth mean to you now in your journey of self-discovery. Because as you go through life, as you uncover your purpose, as you start making impact, it helps you to know what you would take, what and what you would do, and what you will not do. So it is important that in this phase of self-discovery, and as you are getting to know yourself, define all of these things now. And then you want to, in self-discovery, it will lead you to building your character. I want to dwell a bit on character because for me, it is very important. Character is defined as the strength of moral fiber. It is the excellence of your moral beings, right? Are you honest? Are you ethical? Are you charitable? Those are, when they say a man of principle, a man of honor, a man of character, you need to build it now, because as you go through life, there are some things that, they should say, this person, she's a person of integrity. She'll never do this. She'll never do that. She'll never. And how can you develop your character? It's by defining your values now. Define your values now so that you are not, because life will happen. Things will happen that we want to, shift your ground. But because you know what you are standing on. I remember, if you have watched what's the name of that movie now? Living in Bondage. Who has watched it? Okay, there's a movie like that. Anyways, Living in Bondage. And it was easy for them to present things to this guy because they've seen a pattern in it. People, as you grow in life, as you become successful, people will present things to you. But when you have solid character, you won't bend. I heard of a story of a tech guy that got a really fantastic job. It was good, they've been telling him, they've been seeing how, good this guy was. And all of a sudden, they said, if you're going to go to this position, we need you to do so. So they were telling him, okay, you need to sleep with this other man. If you have not defined what success is to you, if you have not defined what riches means to you, you will bend for anything. You say, maybe it's money. What's there? People are doing it. It is important that you build character now in your journey of self-discovery. Because trust me, you have not seen life. There will be different phases as you go through life. You have not seen life, oh my dear brother and sister. Things will show up, and then you'll be saying, is this me? You know how they say people change when money comes. People do not really necessarily need to change when money comes. If you have a good character, if you have built your values. So one of the things that I always say, and got so good, I met a man that believed in those values with me, was that I value peace. After God, my faith, and all, I value peace. So I won't take a business where I will not be able to sleep at night. I'll be closing one eye. My eyes will be, I work for somebody. I won't want to change figure, and I'll be like, oh, what if they catch me? Just because it's because most of us have not defined what success. That's why we are swayed by money. And then when money comes, you will not even recognize who you are. So it is important that in this journey of self-discovery, build character, build character, build competence. Competence is another thing. You need to build competence. It's the ability to do something successfully or efficiently. As you grow up in life, you cannot remain static. You are discovering yourself. You are seeing that this is the thing that I'm good at. Why don't you start, at least know the basics? We've heard how they will say, oh, a fresh graduate, they are looking for 10 years experience and all of that. It's because you people are looking for money where there is no. That's where. So when it comes to, I've seen a trend. Everybody wants to blow. Everybody wants to make, and nobody wants to really go through that process of, just building themselves. Everybody is too, oh, let's make this money. Let's do this. Let's do that. When it comes to competence is you at least getting the skill and then moving up gradually. Then you can now start building capacity and all of that. But when you are in school, it's the time for you to start building that competence. So that when they say, oh, do you have experience in this? So let me tell you how I got my first internship. So I was in school and I was in a fellowship and I was in welfare department, and we just used to do decorations and all of that. Fast forward to when I'll get my first internship. That was what they just, oh, you were in fellowship and you people were doing decoration. Oh, you have the basics. And that was why I got into one of the top event planning company where I, learned event planning. So be ready to do work. Don't just think things will just fall on your lap like that. Be ready to do work. Be ready to go the extra mile in your journey of discovering yourself and being all that you need to be. Do you understand? Are we together? So that leads me to purpose. After self-discovery, it is now easy for you to find your purpose. Purpose is you understanding your why. It is the why behind every action and decisions that you will make. Having a sense of purpose means that you are feeling, that means that your efforts are contributing to something meaningful. Whether it's in your studies, in your career, in your relationship, your personal goals. Purpose helps you feel grounded and motivated, especially when things are challenging, and things will get challenging as time goes on. Good challenges, bad challenges will come. So purpose is like a compass, right? It just helps you to know your why. And it's very important for you to know your why in life. I say it all the time, even with your business. I know a lot of us do businesses now just to, get by, survive, and all of that. But as you grow in life, you need to start tailoring. Why are you doing this thing? Why are you here on earth? Why do you wake up every morning? Having a sense of purpose helps you to navigate different orders in life. Makes your effort feel more meaningful. And I need to let you know that when the purpose of something is not known, abuse is inevitable. So I have my phone here, right? If I use my phone as a bat for table tennis, I have abused my phone because I'm not using it for the purpose it was intended. It's the same thing with your life. If you don't know the purpose why you are here, you will live anyhow. You will treat, and I see a lot of people do that, not treating themselves with the honor that they want. I hope you see yourself as the light that you are, as the person that God crafted in all of it. He crafted you and brought you and said, my daughter, come and do this thing. My son, come and do this thing. So you need to see yourself in that light and know that, oh, I am here for a reason. You might not have it all figured out, but know that first of all, I am here for a reason. So you need to know your why in whatever you do. One of the when I say know your why, even in business, um it is very important that you know your business, and you need to know that your purpose will evolve. Your purpose is not fixed. It will change over time. What you value now might change. What you're due to new experiences and all of that. So you need to keep reevaluating yourself as you grow up. You need to have an open mind and be flexible. So I remember growing up, I used to think I don't like children like that. That big all this when I don't know how to do chicken. But there was one day, right? I was going to my house fellowship, and then I saw these children going to Arabic school, and I said, this would be nice. So if Christians to also have this kind of thing. And then it just moved on. But there was a desire that it would be nice to have, children between that age, just learn about the Bible and learn about all those things. And 5 years down the line, I'd forgotten. And then I was entering a new phase in my life. And then I was just praying, oh, so what next and everything. And then God said, oh, he just brought that picture back and he said, oh, it's time for you to start doing it. You know what? When I thought about it, I didn't think, oh, it was for me because I thought I didn't like kids like that. But then God had to take me through a phase. So now I was married. Now I am married. I've given birth to my own children. So that love for children has now come up, and the importance of putting godly values into them now became very more important to me. That, oh, with all that is going on TV, with all that is the internet is pushing out, and the agenda that the enemy is just pushing out onto it, now it's time. And then God says, oh, it's time. So look at how my purpose had evolved. I didn't think I liked children, but now a desire had come, and now I'm now doing what I do. So I have Go Kids. Before I came for this conference, I just finished fellowship with children, our children's club. I've just talked to children. I've done I've done pat yourself on the back. I've done awesome. Do you understand? So your values will change. Your purpose will change over time. It is not fixed because you keep going through life. Life keeps unfolding itself. So you thought, oh, this, I'm not interested in this. And sometimes, it's even trauma that brings out your purpose. Pains bring out your purpose. What you have gone through life, your experiences brings out your purpose. And then that's why I said it is important that you are open and flexible. Don't be too rigid in life. Oh, the pastor said they saw to my mother that I'll be a doctor. Doctor shall I be? What if you were to raise other doctors? What if your own was to build hospital and make sure other doctors your purpose would evolve over time? And that's why it's important that you need to be flexible about it. And obviously you need to also set goals for your life. I think Mrs. Bumi dealt with that yesterday, so I would not go into that again. In building your confidence in your purpose, it is important that you trust your journey. You need to know that life is not always straight. My daddy will always say, life is not always straight. When it's too straight, there's destruction hiding somewhere. Life is in all this, is in different shapes. So you need to trust your experiences, even your setbacks. Know that they are leading you towards greater self-awareness and purpose. Trust your journey. Don't look at another person's own. Everything you see online is not what it seems. Everything you see online is not what you see, what it seems. Do your own, face your own. Another person's purpose is not your own. And that's why it's important that in this self-discovery, like I said, you would start when you really start your self-discovery journey. It will help you open your eyes to the things that you shouldn't do, what you should pay attention to, what you should not pay attention to. That's why it baffles me why um someone that is supposed to be a light, you are the same person online, condemning other people, running your mouth, saying different things that you shouldn't be saying, when you know quite well that the internet never forgets. Yes, you might have changed, but this thing will still be there. So it is important that you trust your own journey. Focus on your focus. Everybody's on their own journey. Person you are condemning today, tomorrow can change, and then you have just run your mouth for nothing. So it's important that in your building confidence in your purpose, trust your journey. Also, be kind to yourself during this your journey. Yes, you must have made mistakes. Don't judge yourself too harshly. If you haven't figured out everything yet, you will as time goes on. Like I said, self-discovery is a process that takes time and effort, and you need to be able to put in that time and effort. It might not always be easy. You might just want to fap and sleep and just want to enjoy your life. But really, if you know where you're going in life, you won't want to waste your time. You will know that there's so much to be done. There is so much to be done. You will make better use of your time. You have 2 hours in between your course. You are watching all the season movies in this life. When you can just plug your ear and listen to one good YouTube and build a skill or register, there's some free courses on YouTube. There's some things you can do. When you really know where you are going, trust me, you won't want to waste your time. In fact, you'll be feeling bad that what is time that I've wasted? I could have been doing awesome things with my life. So, like I said, still don't judge yourself. Actually, whenever you wake up is your morning. Just start from where you are and keep pushing. Then I need you to surround yourself with support. Seek people that will uplift you and inspire you. Seek people that will uplift you and inspire you. You are not meant to do life alone. Don't think nobody wants me. So there's somebody for everybody. There's a man for everybody. There's a help for everybody. There's a mentor for everybody. There's a community for everybody. It's because you have not searched enough and you have not put yourself out there. To surround yourself with the support that you need. In this journey of self-discovery, of purpose, you need people. You can't afford to treat people anyhow. You can't afford, because everybody's on a journey. The gate man's son that you spoke anyhow today might be the person that will employ you tomorrow. So treat everybody well. That's why it's important that you, in this journey, having people is very important. Your social bank is very important. You need people that will speak up for you. And not to sound like a broken record, like you've been hearing, mentorship is very important. I can talk and talk and talk on mentorship. Some doors that have opened to me is because of mentorship. And I don't want you to take it for granted. People keep talking about it. Yes, it's because there's value in it. I just wrote a book, right? And it's called Called to Shine. And there's a place I wrote about mentorship there. And I'm just going to read some parts to you. What mentorship provides, right? Increases your self-confidence, increases your self-awareness, it exposes you to new and different perspectives, increases your capacity for self-reflection. So in the journey of self-discovery, it is important that you also have mentors, because it will help you to really do self-reflection. Somebody is telling you, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you go back and think about this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? It is very important. Learning from other people's experiences. I cannot overemphasize this, honestly. It helps you to learn how to ask good questions. You get support. You get increased level of increased chance of elevation, accountability, guidance, and all of that. So the importance of mentorship cannot be overemphasized. So when I say surround yourself with the support, you will need it. You will need this. It's very important. And you also need to know that your purpose doesn't have to be something grand or world changing or whatever. You know, your purpose for somebody, their purpose can just be to raise and teach kindergarten children, and they are fulfilling purpose. While another person is to be the president of can Abi of any country. Don't judge yourself thinking that, oh, this little thing that I'm doing is not making impact because it's not grand. Oh, I'm not the one finding cure to cancer. That means I'm not doing something. That is why it is important to know your why. I hope you see the connection of all these things that I'm saying. When you know your why, you won't compare yourself to another person's growth or another person's success. When you know your why, you would not be thinking, oh, this what they've entrusted to me is so small, because you don't know the impact of that thing that you are doing. You don't know the ripple effect of it. And that takes me to impact. So I'll try to rush. I think my time is already fast spent. Impact is about the difference you want to make in the world. It can be big, it can be small, but it is about your actions, your decisions, and your contributions that affect the life of other people around you and the world at large. So, as a student, as an undergraduate or a graduate, the impact you make may be small, but you can grow as you continue to learn and engage in in your community and work towards your purpose. So the power of impact is that you start small. Small actions matter. Impact doesn't have to be grand, like I said, but it can be small, consistent actions that have profound effect on those around you and can have ripple effects in the world. Whether it is helping your classmates in doing something, or you are contributing to a cause or something, impact is what would affect other people around you. And your purpose will definitely lead to your impact. So when you align your actions with your purpose, you naturally create impact. You naturally create impact. Impact comes from contributing to something larger than yourself, whether it's through your career, your relationship, your community involvement. This is what impact is, you contributing. So don't just sit down. You don't have class. All you do is school, church, fellowship, and that's all. You are not joining anything. You are not, it's when you even, put yourself out there that you learn new things. There are some things that you don't know that you carry. It's until you start putting it to work that they start showing. So you need to also learn that you need to measure your impact beyond success. Don't measure your success in terms of only personal achievements or financial goals. I hope you know that when you give value, money flows in the direction of value. It is when you give value that you will make money. God has not called anybody here to actually suffer. When you are giving value, I want you to always let money not be your motivation in whatever you are doing. Let it be impact. Let it be solving a problem. And then money flows to you. Nobody will say, you are doing something great, and they will not pay for it. Yes, they might not pay for it because it's not everybody that will see your value. But as you grow in life, as you grow. So when I started event planning, I started with small money, right? But as I grew up and people started knowing me and people started, talking about my brand and everything, it was now easy to charge more. So don't forget, at the beginning, I could do events without collecting money. Though I had good clients that were always paid. But it was something that I loved so much that I just wanted to take the stress off my clients. I just wanted my brides to have a good time, the host to have a good time. I wanted guest experience and client satisfaction. Those were my why in doing that business. And money started flowing because I was giving value for that. So it is important that as you go through life, some of the key points I need you to note is that give yourself, contribute, solve problems, put yourself out there, use your unique strength to further the good of things, use your talents, use your skills, be the change that you want to see, and commit yourself to continuous growing. So you have gone to school, you have done BSc, that's not the end. Keep growing. Like I said at the beginning, some of the courses we are doing now, in 5 years' time, they might not be relevant, but you need to keep growing, keep learning, keep taking classes, keep reading books, keep attending seminars, keep coming for conferences like this. Yes, you will hear them over and over and over again. Some of the things they will say, when I was growing up, I always hear them say, write what you want to be 10 years from now. And it didn't really make sense, but I would just write it down, right? Until 2 years ago, really, when I met somebody that I saw that she had lived that life. So she's turned it in a different way, that write what you want to be said about you in so years. So it was very relatable. Okay, I want them to be able to say, I'm a sound person. I'm one of the best event planner. When it comes to parenting, I'm this, I'm that. And it made sense to me. So some things we are sharing now, yes, it might make sense. Yes, it might not make sense, but just do it. Also learn from your failures. Know that failure is an important tool in success. Every mistake is valuable. Teaches you something valuable. So don't think, oh, I failed and that's the end. And be curious. Don't be everything goes with you. Be curious. Why is this thing like this? That's where purpose can come from. That's where you can start making impact. Be curious. Don't just stay there. Look around you. Explore. You might not have money to travel out now, but you can travel with just looking at things on the internet, countries around you. Be exposed. Take initiative. In this journey of purpose, in this journey of impact, take initiative. Don't wait for opportunity to come to you. Create them by taking actions towards your goals and purpose. Be consistent over perfection. Be consistent. I tell you, be consistent. Then seek feedback and adjust. Seek feedback and adjust. And have a growth mindset. Have a positive mindset. Don't be in one place. Cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace challenges as opportunities for you to learn rather than obstacles. This mindset helps you to be resilient in life. So have a growth mindset. Things will happen, like I said. Be quick. The thing that you are thinking, oh, it will break you and everything, trust me, to make you stronger. Then be grateful. Have a positive outlook towards life. Be grateful. Not everybody have what you might think you don't have anything. But the fact that you're even here, you have something. So be grateful for where you are, for where you are going. Be patient with yourself and be persistent. Do you get? So finally, I know I've used time. This self-discovery helps you to figure out who you are and what you value. Purpose gives you direction to your life based on what you have discovered about yourself. And impact is the result of you living out your purpose and sharing your gift with the world. Like I said, you are light. You have been called to shine your light in any form, in different form. You have been called to shine your light. So this will help you to live a meaningful life and a successful life. And it's an opportunity for you to start thinking about how you can make a difference in your own life and in the life of others. So please note that this 3 is an ongoing process. It is dynamic in nature, but then please don't stop growing. Keep discovering yourself and keep being the light that God has called you to be. I hope with these few points of mine, you have been able to learn and get one or two things. I would wrap up here. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Ma. That was awesome. Please, I'd love to get a feedback in the chat. What were the things that are the major things I picked from this session? I have my notes full. I've been writing and writing and writing and writing, and it's been a lot. There are things that I wish I knew when I was in school early enough. And I know a lot of people still struggle and they have questions about, purpose. How do I discover my purpose? And a lot of the things that she has said today can help you if you take action, if you really do well to understand and, implement them as well. So we're going to proceed to the question and answer session. For those that may have questions, right? I know you may have 101 questions that you want to ask. regarding purpose. And now is the time for us to do that. So I'd love to get our questions. If you have questions for our speaker before she goes, again, we are getting this opportunity to get these people to speak to us. They are premium, right? And they are things that we should value and cherish. Don't you may not get these opportunities as often as possible. So let's take advantage of it now. If you have questions, don't be shy about it. Don't be quiet about it. I'd love to hear your questions if you have questions. If you have questions. So I'm waiting for us. I'm waiting for us. I'm waiting for us. Okay, pending when their questions drop, I think I'd like you to, or I'd like to ask a question from my own, from my perspective. So I know a lot of people still find it challenging trying to understand whether their purpose is the same as their career, or whether their purpose is the same as, how to marry it, whatever it is that we're studying in school, or whatever it is that we're doing presently, is that my purpose? Or because most times, even when we go to school, we are studying what we didn't really want, so they gave it to us. So how do we, in that line, as students, still be able to identify I know you have spoken about, discovering the fact, finding out how you make impact with whatever it is that you're doing. But as a student, and I'm also sure if what I'm studying in school is related to my purpose, what do I do in that scenario?
Okay, sorry. I muted myself. Okay, so for me, your purpose, because I mean you can be in one career today and then move to another tomorrow. But your purpose, your career should be something that aligns with your purpose. If I will answer that, it should be something that aligns with your purpose. So let's say, okay, your purpose really is to help people realize themselves, help people grow, help people see themselves. And you work in a company that you're an HR, that sort of marries themselves. You are in a position where you can help people at the same time. And then tomorrow they say, oh, come and get an appointment with the government and everything. And then you are there and you're still doing that kind of thing. You have changed careers, but the purpose, your why is still the same. You're still doing that thing that keeps you waking up every morning. You're still doing that thing that is helping people and changing the lives of people and having impact. So your career and your purpose, yes, they can marry. Yes, I mean, your purpose really is knowing your why, right? Knowing why you do certain things. So your career can be in line with your purpose, but they might not necessarily be, oh, okay, I'm meant to treat people. That means I must be in the hospital day and night and all of that. It might not necessarily go that way. You might be in ID camp, just, helping. You're also treating people, but then, so that's why I said, don't be fixed on one thing. Know your why, and your career should flow in that direction. I hope I answered it. I hope I'm not confused you. I hope I answered it the way.
No, you have a point. Yes, ma.
Okay.
Yes, you did. You did justice to that. So I have a question here in the chat that is, what's the difference between wealth and success? I plan to be successful, but my mom says I should become wealthy instead. So
Okay.
I don't know. The difference between wealth and success.
Sorry, give me a minute. I'm just okay. Okay, so for me, wealth is the accumulation of resources, especially, let's say, money, assets, property, people, knowledge, relationship, and all of that. But success, on the other hand, is you achieving your success is defined by your personal fulfillment, your happiness, your strong relationships, and all of that. So for me, I would say thrive for there are good things to have. Ultimately, wealth can be a tool in you achieving your success, right? But try to be wealthy. When you are wealthy, you have good health. Wealth is an encompassing thing. You have health, you have people, you have, even when you reach rock bottom, if you have wealth of people, it's, I mean, you can bounce back. You understand? So it is important that both of them marry themselves, being successful. Is, I mean, the connection between wealth and success is just, they are sort of almost the same, but then try to be wealthy. Try to be wealthy. Success is good, but don't measure your impact by what you have in the bank account or another person's success or whatever. Wealth is can be a tool in achieving your success. Do you understand? But try to be wealthy because it's encompassing that way. People that are wealthy have the ability to access resources that, you know, can make their life, comfortable and allow them to achieve their own goals and their desires. So try to be wealthy. Try to be wealthy. Success is that, okay, the thing that you have planned to do, you are good at, you have done it well. Maybe I want to be a doctor now, and you become a very successful doctor, but then you are not wealthy in the sense that you don't have people around you. Your family suffered for your success of being a doctor. Do you understand what I mean? You are successful in this career, but then every other thing you shoved it aside. You don't have wealth, you don't have social wealth, you don't have spiritual wealth because you were chasing success of being a doctor or being the best tech person. Your family suffered, your spiritual life suffered, everything suffered. So it's better that you are wealthy. And I hope that you know that wealthy is not riches, it's not money in your bank account. I hope we know that. So yeah, that's my answer to the question.
All right, thank you very much, Ma. So I hope the person that asked the question has heard, make money while you're at it. So it's very, very
Yes,
important. It's
exactly.
it's very important that you do, because that's part of also fulfilling purpose anyway, because you can even do more when you have the funds available.
Of course.
So
Of course.
yeah,
Of course. And like
thank
I
you so
said
much.
before, value,
Yes.
money flows in value, in the direction of value. If you give value, if you do things that, I mean, people would pay for, why not? Money is good though. Please don't let everybody tell you that money is not good. Money is also, money is keke of enyirere. Have you had days to call that thing? Money will take you, will solve. The Bible says money answereth all things. You get, so money is good, but don't let that
Mm,
be your main focus when it comes to impact. More
yeah.
impact is about touching people's life. That's what people will remember. Yeah.
True. That's really right. Thank you so much. That's right on point, and it's all about impact. It's all about discovering your purpose. In one just 1 minute, a question is here, and someone is asking if you can give few tips. I know you've actually touched on that. Maybe just a brief on it, on how to define a person's purpose in life. Like how I guess the person is saying how to discover, not define it. So maybe just a brief one in a minute. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So in discovering your purpose, you need to look at it. It starts with you reflecting on yourself, and that's why we started from self-discovery. Self-discovery, yes. So in discovering your purpose, you need to look at yourself. What are the things that matter to you? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your talents, your passions? Those are the things that you need to really define. And that's why when it comes to discovering your purpose, you need to first of all discover yourself. You need to do a reflection of yourself, a thorough examination of yourself in order to discover your purpose. So you need to really sit down. What are my strengths? What are the things that if they don't pay me to do, I will do? What are the things I derive joy in doing? What are my skills? What are the things I do effortlessly? Do you understand? Those are the tips on how to discover your purpose.
All right. Thank you, Ma. This is really helpful, and I believe it's going to help many people out there that are in need of this. And yeah, I wanted to also mention that a speaker has a book that she just launched, and I believe it's available for sale, Ma. Is that right?
Yes, so it's going to be available in December because it needs to
Okay.
be released first, but I will keep you
Okay.
posted. Yes, but
All
you
right.
can, if you follow me, you will see it. Unfortunately, my Instagram was suspended, but I have a new one, so it is there now. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'll share your handle in the group for everyone so they can reach out
Okay.
to you if need be. Thank you so much, Ma. Can
Thank
we
you
all
for
in the
having
chat say
me.
thank you? You're welcome.
Okay.
Everyone in the chat, please say thank you. Thank you to our speaker. Thank you to our speaker. Just say thank you. Thank you.